Good morning sa inyong lahat. So, we are now in our first session of this quarter, the special triangle of 45, 45, 90. So, this is actually essential, lalo na especially sa mga grade 9 students who are taking the triangle congruency, triangle similarity, and then the special triangle. So right now we are dealing with 45, 45, 90. By the way, this is meron pa tong isa, no? 30, 60, and 90. So without further ado, let's begin our topic for today. Okay? Ayun, gumagana na. Okay, so before we discuss, let's try to go back to a previous lesson that we have regarding the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, in definition, the Pythagorean theorem is attributed in the ancient Greek of mathematicians, namely the Pythagoras. This was likely discovered rather than formally invented, and it states at its right angle, the square of the hypotenuse. So dito, this is being created by Pythagoras para lang makita natin dito yung equal to the sum square of the other two sides. So yung opposite side, di ba alam naman natin sa certain triangle that may mga opposite sides tayo na tinatawag. So here, this is invented in order for us to find the measurement of a certain sides of a certain triangle. Okay? Now, the theorem is likely emerged from practical problem faced by ancient builders. If you still familiar with the pyramid, so dito nag-formulate talaga yung kay Pythagoras kasi galing sa Egyptian to. Okay, so it is being formalized with the ancient symbol already observed in relation between the lengths of the triangle and the sides. So kung pag-aaralan natin ang history ng Pythagorean theorem, this is much more interesting but actually consuming a lot of time. So binigyan ko lang kayo ng background, the reason why this Pythagorean theorem is being invented, it is because way back they are building the pyramid kasi. So yung engineer nito nasa malayo. But dito ang engineer ngayon pag nag-build tayo ng building, we see that the engineer is being monitored. Napakalapit lang niya sa building ano. But way back in panahon ni Pythagoras, talagang napakalayo ng mga engineers. Siguro parang kilo-kilometro yata ang layo. And then they are using the lenses lang, okay, to adjust a pyramid. Okay? So, yun. Actually, magandang pag-usapan to, but we are not here with that. But why we tackle Pythagorean theorem? Because it is very essential and one of the competencies na kailangan meron kayo in order for you to understand the 45, 45, 90 of the special triangle. Okay? So, let's deal with the triangle. So dito marami nagtatanong sa akin, Sir, ano ba dito ang hypotenuse? Ano ba dito ang base? Ano ba dito ang leg? Okay? So this is actually the definition of hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is yun yung parang naka-incline dyan, long side that is considered to be hypotenuse. Now, the base, yan yung usually nasa baba. Okay? Base yan. And then yung leg natin yung nakatayo. From the word leg, 'di ba? Pag if you are going to stand, 'di ba? Anong reason o paano ka nakatayo? Syempre you are using your leg. So kaya yan leg ang tawag natin. Okay? So we connote leg as A, base is B, and hypotenuse is C. Okay? Kaya ito yung ginamit ni Pythagoras para mag-create siya ng formula na uh, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. But take note that C should be and it must be greater than A and B. So pag ang C is less than, matik na kagad na mali kagad yung ating A and B. Okay? So dapat malaki talaga siya. Regardless if either A is malaki sa B or B malaki sa A, walang punto dun. As long as the C should be the greater for all sides na meron tayo. Okay? So C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Again, thank you for Pythagoras in creating this formula. In this formula, paiikutin natin and we will try to examine whether this formula is being suited or kailangan ba nating gamitin dito sa ating Pythagorean theorem or sa special triangle of 45, 45, 90 and even to the 30, 60, 90. Okay? So let's have this one. Okay. 8 and 5. So 8, alam natin na hypotenuse, base is 5, but we don't know the value of a leg. So therefore, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. The first thing you have to consider is to substitute that one to the given formula. So yung 8 natin, we all know that is C. So 8 squared is equal to A squared. We don't know the A yet, but 5 natin, which is B, that is 5 squared. Take note kung paano natin ginawa. So, once na substitute na natin, we have to take the square of that. So, 8 squared is 64, 5 squared is 25. So, para makita, since we are looking for the value of A, we have to move 25 to the left side of the equation. So, therefore, 64 minus 25 is equal to A squared. So, meaning 64 minus 25 is 39. So 39 is equal to A squared. If we took the square of that, the square root of that, that is approximately 6.24 is equal to A. So meaning A natin is 6.24. Now let's try to check whether this is correct or not. Okay? Kasi ano natin eh. So in checking on this, we have to go back. Okay? Assume natin that we all know that B is 5 already. Okay? B is 5. So kung B natin is 5, prove natin using the 6.24 and the 8 where leg is being given and the hypotenuse is being given. Now, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. So therefore, again, substitution method, H squared is equal to 6.24 squared plus B squared. Okay? We took the square and then we have 64 plus 38.94. Take note of the word 38.94. Ang hirap naman kasi yan pag yan tinake pa natin ng square root. Ano? So we are going to round it one up. So 38.94 meaning this is actually equal to 39. Again, 64 equals 39 plus b squared. So we have to move 39 on the left side of the equation. Therefore, we have 64 minus 39 is equal to b squared. But 64 minus 39 is equal to 25. So if we took the square root of 25, therefore, our b is equal to 5. So meaning, we can now conclude that the Pythagorean theorem is definitely the best formula for this situation. Okay? Again, let's take another para at least makonvince na talaga tayo. Okay? We all know the value of C is 8, but we have to prove using 6.24 and 5, where 6.24 is the leg and 5 will be the base. So C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. So C squared, okay. So, excuse me, 38.94 plus 25. Again, round it off. So this is 39 plus 25. We add that, that is C squared is equal to 64. Take the square root of 64, we have C is equal to 8. So therefore, Pythagorean is being considered as our competencies in solving 45, 45, 90s in special triangle that we have. Okay? Now let's deal about special triangle. In special triangle, just like I told you, we have two. Okay? The first one is we have 30, 60. Okay? Which have one as a leg, square root of 3 as a base, and hypotenuse of 2. Okay, later I'm going to explain why that is being considered to be that formula or the given measurement they have. Okay, so 30, 60, 90, C is equal to 2, A is equal to 1, B is equal to square root of 3. Again, another special triangle that we were going to discuss is the 45, 45, 90. Take note that the box there is considered to be a 90. Okay, so 45, 45, 90. Again, ang measurement ng mga legs at side nito is 1, 1, square root of 2. Where 45, 45, 90, A and B is equal to 1. Okay, parati po talagang pareho yan sila pagdating sa 45, 45, 90. Okay? Pag hindi po siya naging magkapareho, for example, A is equal to 1, B is equal to other number, well, therefore, hindi na po siya consider na 45, 45, 90. So, therefore, C is equal now to square root of 2. Okay? So, bakit C? Dahil mamaya makita natin kung paano. Just like I told you, we are dealing with 45, 45, 90. So we will going to focus more on 45, 45, 90 as our topic for today. Okay? So here, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Okay? Let's try to check. Okay? Assume, alam naman natin na square root of 2 ito, but if we try to have a leg and a base of 1, So 1 squared plus 1 squared, therefore we have 1 plus 1, therefore we have 2. So c squared is equal to 2. If we took the square root of that, therefore c is equal to square root of 2. Just like I told you, still square root of 2. Tama pa rin ang value ng c natin. Again, kung di pa rin tayo convinced, let's try another value. For example, given ang C, given ang B, alam naman natin na A and B is the same, but let's just try for the sake of proving lang naman to. Okay, square root of 2, if we try to take the square of 2, therefore this is 2 is equal to A squared plus 1. Okay, 1 times 1 is 1 naman. And then we try to transpose 1 on the left side of the equation. So therefore this is 2 minus 1 is equal to A squared. Where 2 minus 1 is 1, if we took the square root of 1, meaning this is equal now to 1 pa rin. So I hope that is clear to you that the Pythagorean theorem is very essential talaga. This is a very powerful tool for us to find and to check whether our 45, 45, 90 leg or sides or perimeter is definitely correct or not. Okay? So, let's try to go deeper about 45, 45, 90. Okay, what if A is given? What should be our formula in looking for the value of C? Okay? Kasi this is actually marami akong ginawa nito na mismo ang mga bata, nahihirapan sila mag-identify what is the value of C if A and B are given in a certain 45, 45, 90 special triangle. So if A or B is given, matik yan, that is C is equal to the product of A and B to the square root of 2. Meaning you have to multiply lang naman. Okay? Now, if C is given, dito magkakaiba tayo because the value of A or B is equal to C over square root of 2. Okay? So later, mamaya makikita nyo kung bakit ganyan yung ating mga formula in looking for the perimeter or the sides of leg or base or the hypotenuse that we have. Okay, let's have an example problem here. So if you notice, ang ating hypotenuse is 3. Okay? Kung 3 is what? 3 is C. So this is if C is given. So we take the formula A or B is equal to C over square root of 2. So take natin, substitute lang natin since C natin is equal to 3. Therefore, this is A or B is equal to 3 over square root of 2. Again, 3 or V, square root of 2, this is 3 square root of 2 over 2. Yan na po ang tamang sagot sa ating letter A or B. Okay po? So I hope you learned that. Mamaya, mag-explore pa tayo. Okay? Alam ko marami nagtatanong, bakit sir 3 square root of 2 over 2? Okay? So mamaya, explain natin yan. Ano? So in checking, try natin to convert this one, knowing that we have the value of A and B, and knowing also that we know the value of C. Let's assume that we don't know the value of C. Okay? Pretending that we don't know the value of C, we have A and B as 3 square root of 2 over 2. Again, we use the Pythagorean theorem. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Again, substitute natin. 3 squared of 2 over 2 squared plus 3 squared of 2 over 2 squared. So, since we're looking for the value of C, let's prove that C is equal to 3. Meaning this is now 9, diba? 3 squared is 9. Pag in-square mo ang square root, matatanggal na yung radical sign. So, therefore, 2 na lang yan. Okay? Again, the denominator is being squared. The same also on the other side of the equation. Ano? So, ganun din sila. So, 9 times 2 and then over 4 plus 9 times 2 over 4. So, meaning 9 times 2 is 18 plus 18 over 4. Bakit natin pinag-plus kagad? Because we have the same denominator. So, 18 plus 18, we have 36 over 4. We divide that one equal to 9. And we took the square root of 9. Therefore, C is equal now to 3. So, alam na natin that the use of Pythagorean theorem in checking for the value of certain leg or base if C is given is very essential. Okay? Pero not all the times naman na you have to check. Okay? Pag yung medyo nagda-doubt ka lang, you use the Pythagorean theorem to verify your answer whether that is true or false answer. Alright? Again, let's have another problem here. So here, you have 5. For example, 5. So matik na kung ating leg is 5, ang ating base din ay 5. Okay? Ganun lang kasimple. But if A or B is given, dahil ating ang A natin is equal to 5, matik yung B natin is equal to 5. So what is the value of C? Ito napakadali. Kasi ang gagawin nyo lang is you have to multiply A or B to the square root of 2. Just like this. You have 5 here, multiply square root of 2, so your RC is 5 square root of 2. That's how it works. Okay? In checking. Okay, try natin. Let's try to locate, syempre, alam naman natin yung value ng A and B, that is 5. Assume natin yung B, okay? Kasi wala naman yung base doon. Tingnan natin kung 5 din ba, okay, using this one. So 5 square root of 2 squared plus 5 squared plus B squared. So 5 square root of 2 squared, that is 25 times 2. Again, pag in-square mo ang square root, matatanggal na yung radical sign. So you have 25 times 2. So therefore, this is 50 is equal to 25 plus b squared. So 50 is equal to 25. Move natin on the other side. This is 50 minus 25. Take note positive. Tumawid sa equal sign, magiging negative na yan. So 50 minus 25 is 25. We took the square root of 25. Therefore, this is 5. So b natin is equal to 5. Take note that our a and b are the same because we are dealing with 45, 45, 90 in a special triangle. So, we can now conclude that our formula in finding A or V, if A or V is given, C will be A or B multiplied by square root of 2. Okay, understood. Okay, so before we go further, let's try to discuss, alam na yung iba to, rationalizing the denominator. Kasi kanina may nagtatanong bakit biglang nag-square root of 2 over 2. Ang sagot natin sa letter C. Okay? So, sa letter A or B. So, ito yung reason kung bakit. Okay? In theory, this is A over square root of B. Alam naman natin in a certain fraction form or a rational form, hindi tayo nag-a-allow na radical sign. Okay? Sa denominator. So, we have to rationalize it by simply eliminating the radical sign. Ang tanong kung paano. So this is how it works. A over square root of B, multiply natin kung ano yung denominator, yun ang imumultiply natin sa numerator and denominator at the same time. So since this is square root of B, so multiply natin square root of B over square root of B. Again, pag nag-multiply tayo, A times square root of B, that is equal now to A square root of B. Take note yung nasa baba natin na wala na yung ating radical sign because square root of B multiplied by square root of B is actually B. Okay? So kung gusto mong maging technical, that is B squared. Pag in-square root mo yung squared, matatanggal na yung ating radical sign. So B na lang. Okay? Let's try to put this one in a numerical form. That's this one. 3 over square root of 5. And 1 is square root of 5 multiply numerator denominator by square root of 5. So this is how it works. 3 over square root of 5 times square root of 5 over square root of 5. But 3 square root of 5 is equal to 3 square root of 5. And then we eliminate the radical sign. Kaya 5 na lang dyan. So 3 square root of 5 over 5 yung ating tamang sagot. Again, another problem. Paano kung parehong radicals? Okay, madali lang din yan. Simple lang. Again, focus on the denominator to eliminate the radical sign. Regardless if our numerator has a radical form, okay lang yun. Basta sa denominator, wala tayong radical sign. Yun lang ang punto ng itong topic na to. Ano? So here, square root of 7 over square root of 7, yun imumultiply natin sa square root of 5 over square root of 7. So therefore, this is now square root of 5 times square root of 7 over 7. Since pareho sila ng index na 2, we can now multiply 5 times 7. So what is 5 times 7? That is square root of 35 over 7. Di ba madali lang? Hindi siya mahirap sa totoo lang. Mahirap siya pag hindi mo alam. Pero pag alam mo na, madali na siyang laruin. Okay? So, let's try this one. Okay? Try ninyo. Okay? Habang sinasabi ko, mag-compute kayo dyan. Kaya nyo itong gawin. Again, look on the denominator, square root of 11. So therefore, we have to multiply the numerator and denominator to square root of 11. So this is 4 square root of 7 over square root of 11. So times square root of 11 over square root of 11. So therefore, this is 4 times square root of 7 multiplied by the square root of 11. Notice the denominator natin na wala na kagad yung radical sign. So meaning this is 11 already. So for 7 times 11, since pareho sila ng index, 7 times 11 is 77. So ito na mismo yung ating tamang sagot. Okay? So I hope this is clear, rationalizing the denominator kung bakit yun naging square root of 2 over 2 kagad ang sagot ko. Okay? So let's work with another problem. What if we have square root of 13? Again, this is C is given. Anong formula? A or B is equal to C over square root of 2. Substitute the value of C. So you have square root of 13 over 2. Square root of 2, notice the denominator. So we multiply the square root of 2 square root of 2 to numerator and denominator just to eliminate the square root of 2 sa denominator. So therefore, this is square root of 3, square root of 13 multiplied by square root of 2 over 2. Notice na wala na, no? So 13 times 2, again, parehong index, pwede natin multiply yung 13 and 2. 13 times 2 is we have square root of 26 over 2. So yung A or B mo is square root of 26 over 2. So ganito yan, magiging kalabasan yan. Okay? Now, if A and B is square root of 7, okay, what will be our C? So this is given. If A or B is given, the formula should be like this. Ito napakadali. Pag given yung A or B sa 45, 45, 90, kasi you have to multiply lang square root of 2 to the A or B. So, A or B, alam naman natin that square root of 7 multiplied by square root of 2. The same index, we multiply the radicand. Therefore, this is now square root of 14. That is your answer na dito. Okay, another problem. How about 12 square root of 15? Kapag nakakita yung mga bata nito, no, sir, ang hirap naman yan. Pero sa totoo, madali lang talaga yan. Okay, know the formula. A or B is equal to C over square root of 2. Therefore, A or B is 12 square root of 15 over square root of 2. Again, multiply by square root of 2 both numerator and denominator. Since parehong index, we can do that. Ang ating denominator, tanggalin nyo lang yung radical sign dyan. So meaning 12 square root of 15 multiply square root of 2 over 2. But what is 15 times 2? 15 times 2 is 30. Therefore, this is 12 square root of 30 over 2. Then we take diretso na kagad tayo kasi division to eh. 12 and 2 is being divisible by 2. So meaning A or B natin is 6 square root of 30. So nawala na yung 2 doon. So yan yung value ng ating leg. Okay? And base. Okay? Another problem. How about this one? 13 square root of 17. Ganun din. Mas madali ito sa lahat. C is A over B square root of 2. So 13 square root of 17, multiply natin by square root of 2. Matik na yan. Parehong index, multiply the radicand. Therefore, this is 13 square root of 34. Okay? I hope you learned more about our topic for today. Again, pag hindi naintindihan, balik-balikan lang. Make sure lang na wala kayong ibang gagawin kundi pakinggan lang to ng pakinggan para sa gayon mag-retain sa inyong mga brain, ma-retain sa inyong mga panghuna-huna kumbaga at hindi kayo mahirapan. I hope to see you on 30, 60, 90 on the other topic natin. Please take care of yourself. I have to go and please be well as well. Bye-bye.